Morning, so of course that means another edition of Tsaparis Science.
Experiments edition.
What do you have for us today?
We're discussing sort of the age-old question about diapers and how do those things work. So we wanted to get the answers.
Interesting.
We reached out to our friends at the FSU Chemistry Department. Check it out.
Science. Being a parent is tough, and if it weren't for diapers, it would be that much harder.
Pampers has 3 absorbent layers.
But what goes into these absorbent layers to make sure that you don't have a leaky diaper? To answer, we reached out to our friends at the FSU Chemistry Department, Dr. Mark Curley and his assistant, Chris Brewer. They say it all comes down to a large molecule with a large name, sodium polyacrylate.
It has these long strands of positive and negative charges, but they're intertwined.
Right.
So when they're in their dry state, such as the bottle here, the strands are really tight.
Okay.
And as you start to introduce water, those strands break apart and they expand.
So let's introduce water to the mix. Chris adds a few drops of fluorescent dye into the water so it shows up better when mixing the two together. Dr. Curley then puts a thin layer of sodium polyacrylate into a separate container to demonstrate that it only takes a little powder to absorb a lot of moisture.
There's a thin coating on the bottom there.
Then he mixes in the water.
And you can see there's pretty much no water left.
And to prove his point, he does the old blizzard trick. But he's not done. They proceed to add nearly 200 milliliters of water to a substance that initially was barely coating the bottom of the beaker. And it absorbs it all.
Just catch, slip on, and release. It's that easy.
It really is that easy. When even just a small amount of sodium polyacrylate is added to diapers, it can do wonders to holding it all in.
Science! And that's why diapers don't leak. That'll do it for this week's Tsaparis Science.
A lot of parents out there are so grateful to the scientists who discovered that in the first place.
So you don't have to use your own cloth diapers anymore and they just leak and go everywhere. This one, now they hold it all in, as we say.
Something I gotta say I never thought of before.
And never thought you would ever want to know, but now you do.
Max the Diaper Man.
Yeah, the Diaper Man, I guess.
You give Diaper Genie a whole new meaning.
Yeah. Anyway, we have another one coming up next week. We're going to be mixing some more liquids together, seeing maybe how things light up if you mix some liquids together. It's going to be a cool one, too.
And, of course, you can catch all the ones we've done before. They're up online at WTXL.tv.